Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. It's the Kent State Golden Flashes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Kent State's offense will get first crack at it here. Now running the show is Drew DeShields. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now on the option. Nice move to keep running.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Using his legs, it's King. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up. They're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He sends 3 receivers right. Maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Say it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Again, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. All the way! Touchdown, Buckeye! Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Pressure coming. The throw. It's complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the golden flashes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and fired complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Sayin. Working that left side now. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Jackson. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the back. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on 4th down?
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires left side, it's Smith. To the house! Touchdown, Buckeyes! No step back at week. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Could not make his way to the corner.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. And they got it.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, third and forever.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here's Sayin to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Man, find your matchups you want. You got a slot matched up on a DB. I can take advantage of this. He's so quick. Those are where you put your faster twitch guys that can win inside right now, give it to him, and win outside right now, give it to him. Find those matchups.
Pulls it in with one hand. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
The Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's third and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Makes one man miss. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up 4th down. Ohio State calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Golden Flashes will punt this one away. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. He might want another play. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one, and 5 on the season.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creep.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Banks. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC. Now back over to your game in Columbus. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Glover. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Ohio State's head coach coming out of the locker room. They are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second.
Goes high to pull it in. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throwing, say it. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown.
Have your... A day young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Tavian St. Clair looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his... The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Complete to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on...
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing St. Clair. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Well, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it and took a knee. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last two plays and forcing a third and goal? He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And they just... So first down will open up the final period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the golden flashes. After ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, that was a game's worth of frustration right there on that pass. That was a bomb down the field, trying to get it all back because the offense just hasn't found a way to get much going. Still got the bagel on the scoreboard, and that's not what they expected. That's not what they're accustomed to when they play offensive football.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It'll be third and long. The play action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The golden flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team was down there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. St. Clair. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Running free. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play picking up a chunk of yardage? Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Now on the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
If
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.